Hi everyone, this is Jen from Back Off My Books, and I have with me author Suanne Laqueur. She wrote the book The Man I Love. Sorry, my phone went off. And she's agreed to let me pester her with some questions here.
I'm so nervous.
Oh,
no.
Nothing. There's no butt plug questions. It's all good.
You said it!
I said it!
Oh my god, I owe you $20. Hold on. I think you do it!
I worked it in there.
You know what?
Without any
I didn't think you were going to do it. I had my response already. I was going to be like, what are butt plugs?
If I had known that movie was going to be a comedy, I would have gone into it differently.
Oh my god.
Okay, off track there. So, first question. Most embarrassing moment in your life that you can remember?
Most embarrassing moments. See, like, I try not to remember the embarrassing moments. Oh my god.
First one that pops to mind, it could be small, it could be something.
It could be small, like my earliest, most embarrassing moment. I was dancing in a ballet. I was dancing in Peter and the Wolf, and I played one of the hunters, and I had to wear a mustache, and the mustache fell off. And like at the time, it was like the most embarrassing thing. And I'm thinking about it now, going, that's not embarrassing.
But for you, at that moment, it was.
You gave birth. Come on, there's like 10 million embarrassing moments within there that I got.
Just could have used a butt plug then.
I'm blowing it right out of the gate.
No, it's okay. Yeah. How about this? Give me one of your guilty pleasures.
Potato chips.
Really?
I eat them for breakfast. It's bad.
Oh.
It's bad. Yeah.
Okay.
When it comes to like sweet things or it comes to like salty crunch things, I'm salty crunch.
Okay. How about salty crunch with a little like chocolate on top?
Like chocolate covered potato chips?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy stuff.
Nice. All right. If they were going to make a movie of your life, what actress would you want to play you?
Oh man. Tina Fey.
Oh, that would be
Tina
awesome.
Fey.
I can see that actor.
I have a little bit of Tina Fey going.
You know, I can see it though in personality. On Facebook, all this stuff with you, I can totally see it.
Oh, yeah. Tina, my girl, she can play me.
All right.
Please. Please.
3 book recommendations. Books that
3
you
book.
love.
Any book recommendations? Okay. I love Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials. That's the Golden Compass. They made the first one into a movie. It's 3 books. I don't know if that counts as 3 book recommendations. I'll count this one because that's the series. So it's that one. The Rules of Civility by Amor Towles. Great book. That was an excellent book. I love that. And The Night Circus, Erin Morgenstern, which we talked about on Book Club.
Yes.
Awesome.
And I did not finish. I'm horrible.
She DNF'd.
I did. And I was going to talk about that too. I'm bad.
Yeah.
All right. I just want to throw this out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a quick word association. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
Okay. All right. I have to okay, so this is knee jerk, right? You word and I just blurt. Okay.
Magic.
Circus.
Ball.
Throw.
Tea.
Coffee.
Blue.
Wolf.
Okay. And toss.
Cookies. I didn't say something.
You did say that there was beer involved earlier tonight, right?
Yeah, I was having a beer before.
No tossing that.
No tossing the beer.
All right. Now I want to get into some of the nitty-gritty with the book and hear some of your details on that. So my first question. Okay, The Man I Love. That was one of the most emotional books I've read this year, and it was done in such a way that it was raw and real, and I didn't mind how it was gutting me. I loved it. But how did you make it so that the emotions were so real and so true to life, and it just never felt fake for me?
It wasn't drama for the sake of drama. Exactly. Yeah, that's I wanted to. You don't want to write a book that's just like throwing stuff at you. Just it's like, oh, let's make you cry. Let's make you cry. No, the emotions of it. Like people have asked me a lot. Is this an autobiographical story? And was this based on real events? And what I usually tell them is that the emotions were autobiographical. Those were all emotions that I went through myself. I just layered a different set of circumstances on top of them. So. All of the scenes with going through therapy, dealing with depression, dealing with anxiety, dealing with all kinds of emotional trauma and loss, those were all real things to me. And I think when the feeling is genuine and you remember it, it's very easy to put any character, any circumstance on top of it, but the emotion has to come first. And that was really, that was scary. Because, when you write a book at all, you're putting yourself out there. You're just laying yourself out and saying, this is who I am, this is what I got. But when it's a book that goes emotionally deep like that, it was really scary. I was like hitting that publish button, and I was like, I'm like going out there. But I found that it resonated with people so much. And it really gets in, topics of depression and anxiety, we tend to hide them. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you start talking about it, it does two things. First of all, talking about depression and anxiety, they love silence. They love secrecy. They love to be hidden and be your dirty little secret. Once you start talking about them, you take away their power. And then once you start talking about them, it opens up someone else to I just found like people were just turning to me going, oh my God, you too? Yeah, oh. That's exactly how I feel, which is the greatest feeling in the world. To hear someone said, like, I really connected with your book. Not the dance, not the shooting, not the this, but the emotions of it. I really connected with it. That's awesome. I love that. I really love that.
Well, anybody who I've recommended it to who's read it and we talked about it, definitely that was one of the biggest things is connecting to it emotionally. Mm-hmm. And it was so easy to do. It was so beautifully written that it was able to do that too.
Oh, thank you.
I gush.
You gush. That's fine.
So, what was the one thing you hoped readers would walk away from your book thinking?
Thinking that love isn't perfect. Not so much that love at first sight can happen, but there are connections that last a lifetime. There are connections that withstand amazingly, horribly difficult things, but they do stand the test of time. I really do believe in love. I really do believe in connection. I believe in love that lasts forever. And I believe in second chances and forgiveness. And I really believe it's never too late to make a wrong right. Is that too preachy? Oh my God.
No, it's beautiful.
But those are all messages, within the book. Mm-hmm. Yeah, getting to know Eric was an amazing process. It wasn't written from his point of view in the beginning. When I first started writing this, it was actually written from Daisy's point of view. And when I turned around and I wrote it from his angle, the whole thing just changed. Oh, he was the one who really had the story.
Well, that kind of then leads into this next one because you're writing your next book is Daisy's point of view.
Daisy's point of view. This is a little risky because it's not really a sequel. It doesn't pick up where The Man I Love stopped and go forward. It really essentially tells the same story. It's the same span of years, but it's her point of view. I'm really excited for it to go out, and it's kind of like elated, and excited, nervous because I don't know if this is what a lot of readers are thinking it's going to be. Like I've explained it, I'm not surprising anyone. I'm saying it's a parallel narrative. It's the same thing, but I don't know. Maybe there'll be some people who really do just want to go forward, and some people who are a much more, I don't know, that they don't need new, that they're okay with knowing.
Just getting her side of the story during...
That they already kind of know the ending in their head, and so they're okay to go on that same journey from a different pair of eyes. I don't know if everyone's going to like it. And I'm okay with that. I can't make everyone happy. I have to write this wanted to be written. I thought it was going to be a short little companion novella. Just a little something. No. It went like that, and it wanted to be written. So I said, you know what? I'm writing for me, and I just got to go for it. So.
Will there be any little glimpse at the end of her
It
book?
goes. I'm not that cruel. It goes forward.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. I mean, you will get an idea. People ask, is it a happily ever after? I call it a hopefully ever after.
It's true to life. You don't know the ending of life, so.
It's life. I mean, you've been apart for 12 years. You're not just going to get together and move in with a U-Haul and, just go forward. It's going to be hard, but, you get a little more closure, because I'm nice.
Thank you. And last, do you have any other stories in the works that will...
Yeah, book three is in my head, and this is definitely... it's sort of a sequel with a prequel, because it's going to be Daisy and Eric in their new phase of life together. But for those of you who read the book, you know that Eric has this mysterious missing father. Mm-hmm. And I've been thinking about him a lot lately, and I've been writing down a lot of ideas, and it's all linked up with that necklace that Eric wears, and the charm, and his history, and it's going a little bit more historical fiction, which I've never written before, but it's going to be fun, it's going to be a challenge, it's going to be different from anything I wrote, but this guy is just, I'm getting more material out of this universe of characters than I realized was there, so I'm excited about this.
Oh, that's exciting to actually hear, because I love the idea of
it's in my head. It's about 30 pages of mess that I call the hot mess, and I keep showing that to my beta readers, who wants to read the hot mess. And I think something's there. I definitely think something's there.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
I know. 3. That'll be 3. I don't know how this happened.
Well, I'm excited about that. I definitely wanted to know more about his father, so that's great to know that we're going to get a look into some of that.
Yeah, and word to the wise for anyone who's planning to write a series, if you have a mysterious person, know what's going on before you start writing. Because I was like, what happened to his father? And I'm like, I don't know. They're like, really? I'm like, no, I have no idea. I have no idea where he is.
He just needed to disappear.
He just disappeared. That was very convenient, But then all of a sudden you've written yourself into kind of these corners, and you're kind of like, oh my god, it's like. It's like if he were dead, and I'm going to bring him back to life. Well, how are you going to do that? I don't know. So, yeah. Some people think this whole thing out. I don't. I just
It'll make it more interesting.
I know.
Oh, Suanne, I would love to talk more, but we're already at about 13 minutes. See,
Yikes.
I told you this would happen.
I know. Well, I loved it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and I'm sure people are going to love hearing all about what you have in the works and Daisy and all of that. So, thank you so much.
Thank you.